8. Daily grind.
You find yourself on a palace balcony overlooking generic mountains. The only real signifier here is the flag of Aeolus, a figure made of lightning on a yellow background. You can move, but you also see the menu active around you.
The home screen.
Then you see her, flowing pink hair, white garb cut asymmetrically to show skin, form-fitting white corset boosting both her sex appeal and defenses, as well as a half coat over her shoulders. Further, she's basically only wearing one pant leg, with the opposite knee using a crystal knee guard. About the only symmetrical part of her garb was her tan on white boots.
Elena?
Close enough, she says, with a voice you recognize from the tutorial. But please, call me Astria.
Like Elena's sword?
Yes and no. Astria, for the first time, seems frustrated. I am the event coordinator for this collaboration with the long-running serial Project Earth. I'm a Collab unit? Yes. This is a limited-time event with several phases. See, the Will of Light wants this version of the game to have a proper ending. There was a bit of disagreement with the Will of Light on the JP server, but that's behind us now.
The Will of Light asked for me? First of all, how?
Of the many dimensions that the far plane is connected to, one of them is Oracle Tube. It's mainly used for promotion, really. But through that connection, they came across your videos, and then your writing said it was prescient, among other things, that you might be able to fix this. Yeah, I'm not really sure how, you say, as you click on formation. You release a worried sigh when you see Whisper and Sadali still alive in your formation screen. Small miracles. Since you're exploring the menu, note that I've unlocked Story for you, if you wish to return to the main quest.
I need to grind. The story quest is way above my level.
Yet, you succeeded with full health. Fine. The magic pajamas have been pretty helpful so far. Astria sighs. I think it's a bit early, but I'll unlock basic access to the far plane.
You click through the menus, zeroing in on a Season 2 quest that drops the Wave Blade, a sword readily capable of channeling magical power, making for a flexible weapon. Are you sure?
You check your formation. No Whisper, and more importantly, no Sadali. But there was a character with you. Level 50, Prince Montleonis, every player's first character.
Let's do it. Thief and tank.
Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
The far plane lobby shimmers into existence around you. The ground is a translucent pane of light, and beyond it, you can see the faint outline of Leona's castle, red and brown banners catching an unfelt wind. Standing before you, looking around with the wide-eyed wonder of a golden retriever who's just discovered a new room in the house, is Prince Montleonis. He's young, younger than you expected. His armor is practical rather than ornate, leather and steel in the deep crimson and earthen tones of his kingdom. A simple sword hangs at his hip. When he spots you, his face splits into a grin so genuine it's almost disarming.
Oh, you must be my partner for this expedition. He strides forward and clasps your hand in both of his, shaking vigorously. Montleonis, at your service. Though I suppose you already knew that. Everyone seems to know who I am these days. It's a bit embarrassing, honestly. I haven't even done anything noteworthy yet. He laughs, bright, unguarded, completely without irony. Mother says I need more practical experience before I can lead a real campaign. Can you believe it? I've trained with a sword since I could walk. But I suppose she's right. There's a difference between sparring and real battle, isn't there? Anyway, what's your name, friend? You tell him.
A pleasure, he beams. Now, shall we? I have a good feeling about this. Entering far plane, ancient tome of Leonis.
Difficulty, normal.
Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. The portal deposits you on a rocky outcropping high above a narrow mountain valley. The view is spectacular. Jagged peaks stretching toward a pale sky, ancient stone ruins dotting the landscape below. But you barely have time to appreciate it. You're too busy trying not to slide off the loose gravel underfoot.
High ground, you note. Tactical advantage.
A real shame you don't have a bow.
Below, in a clearing framed by crumbling pillars, a young woman in red and white is fighting for her life. 6 soldiers in purple and gold, Fenne's colors, unmistakable, have her surrounded. Her rapier flashes as she parries and thrusts, crackling with arcs of lightning that leap from the blade to her attackers. She's good, but she's 1 against 6. Mont spots her instantly. His cheerful expression evaporates, replaced by something fiercer. That's Silma! She's one of ours, a member of the Royal Thorns. His hand flies to his sword. Those Fenne's dogs have her surrounded.
He doesn't wait for a plan. He doesn't wait for you. He charges down the mountainside, leaping from rock to rock with the practiced ease of someone who's trained on this terrain his whole life. His red and brown armor blends with the mountainside as he descends.
Mont... Too late. He's already halfway down. You, on the other hand, are level 10. Your agility is whatever the opposite of impressive is. The mountainside is steep, the rocks are loose, and every step feels like a negotiation with gravity. You half slide, half stumble your way down, grabbing at scrub brush to slow your descent. By the time you reach the clearing, Mont has already cut down 5 of the 6 soldiers. His sword moves with clean, efficient precision. Nothing flashy, just solid fundamentals honed by years of training. Silma has fallen back, her lightning-imbued blade sparking as she catches her breath. The last soldier is turning to flee. You don't hesitate. You close the distance and drive your dagger into his back. It's not elegant, it's not heroic, but it works. Combat complete.
XP gained 200.
Silma sheathes her rapier with trembling hands. Up close, you can see the exhaustion in her hazel eyes and something else. Something fragile. Prince Mont... Her voice is small. I'm sorry. I should have been able to handle them. I'm supposed to be a member of Lumen. I passed the trials, but sometimes I wonder if it was all just... luck. A fluke. She looks down at her rapier, the elegant, custom-designed weapon she built herself, the crimson apparatus on the hilt gleaming faintly. Ildira would have dispatched them without breaking a sweat. She's so composed, so elegant, and I'm just... me, trying to look fancy and hoping no one notices I don't belong. Mont, predictably, is having none of it. Nonsense! You held off 6 soldiers alone, that's incredible. I couldn't have done that when I was your age. Well, I mean, I'm not that much older than you, but still. You're amazing, Silma. She manages a weak smile, but you can see the doubt still lingering. She doesn't believe him. Not really.
Quest complete. Normal. Rewards. Waveblade recipe. Times 1. EXP plus 500. Gil plus 2000. You stare at the notification. A recipe. Right. You'd forgotten this part. You don't just get the Waveblade. You have to craft it, which means gathering materials, which means...
Your attention drifts to Silma's hip. She's sheathed her crimson rapier, but there's another blade hanging there. A straight sword with a distinctive blue gleam that made it appear to be made from crystal, but on closer inspection, it was in fact blue steel. She already has a wave blade.
Of course. Why would it be easy?
Level up. Level 10 to level 11. HP 440. ATK 85. Luke 77.
Small mercies.
Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
The far plane lobby shimmers back into existence. Mont is there again, blinking in confusion.
That was... strange. He rubs his temples. I feel like we've done this before. Have we done this before?
You freeze. He remembers?
But the moment passes. He shakes his head, the déjà vu fading into a sheepish grin. Anyway, ready for another expedition, friend? I've got a good feeling about this one. He definitely said that last time, you think, but he doesn't seem aware of it. You're already scrolling through your inventory. The Waveblade recipe is still there, mocking you. But you've also been thinking about the run, about how long it took you to get down that mountain, about how Mont had to do all the heavy lifting. You find what you're looking for, the winged staff. You equip it, and immediately you feel lighter. Your feet seem to hover just above the ground. The staff itself is elegant, a caduceus design, 2 serpents intertwined around a winged rod. Winged staff equipped. Move, +1, jump, +1.
New ability, Energy Burst. Medium range melee attack, builds a P.
That's 5 move, and 2 jump total, you think. Better. Much better. You turn to Mont. This time, we're doing it on Nightmare. Mont recoils, just an inch, as if the words had struck him with the force of a battle axe.
Nightmare? Are you sure? That's the highest difficulty. We could get seriously hurt.
We'll be fine. You pause, but we need to split up. You take the main enemy force. I'll rescue Silma.
Splitting up. Mont looks genuinely distressed. I don't like this. We should stick together. What if something happens to you? I'll be fine, you repeat, with more confidence than you feel. Trust me. He hesitates. You can see the conflict on his face. His natural instinct to protect versus his growing trust in you. Finally, he nods. Fine, but if you get in trouble, shout. I'll come running. Entering Far Plane. Ancient Tome of Leonis. Difficulty. Nightmare. Asterisk. 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 The spawn point is the same. The valley below looks identical, but something in the air feels different, heavier, more oppressive. The sky is darker. The wind carries a faint metallic tang. Nightmare difficulty, you remind yourself. Enemy stats are doubled. They use skills they didn't have on normal. Don't get cocky. This time, the descent is almost graceful. The winged staff makes each leap and landing feel controlled, and you reach the valley floor in half the time. Mont splits off toward the main enemy force, his red and brown armor disappearing into the tree line.
You make your way toward Silma's position. She's there, surrounded by 6 Fen soldiers in purple and gold, just like before. But this time, there are also 2 mages positioned on the ruins above her. Their staves crackle with dark energy. Silma is fighting hard, her rapier blazing with lightning as she parries and thrusts. But she's clearly struggling against the increased pressure.
You don't hesitate. You close the distance, activating Shadowcast as you move. The shadows around you deepen, clinging to your form like a second skin. Your evasion spikes.
Shadowcast activated. Evasion plus 20%. 3 turns. You open with Stone Toss, a conjured rock the size of your fist that catches the nearest soldier in the temple. He staggers and you follow up with a thrust from your dagger. The AP builds. You can feel it accumulating, that familiar tension in your chest that means you're ready for something bigger. A P, 26 over 56. Enough for backstab. You've got the AP. The problem is positioning. The soldier you're facing has his shield up, his stance wide, and there's no angle to get behind him without exposing yourself to the other 5 soldiers and those 2 mages. A frontal backstab is just a fancy stab. No critical bonus, no damage multiplier against nightmare enemies with doubled stats. You'd be wasting the one real skill you have. Not worth it. Not yet. Silma falls in beside you, her lightning-imbued blade crackling as she deflects a soldier's strike. "About time," she shouts, but there's no venom in it, just relief. For a moment, it feels like you might actually pull this off. Then the mages finish casting. A bolt of dark energy slams into your chest. Your shadowcast flickers but holds, barely. Your HP bar flashes in the corner of your vision.
HP, 167 over 440. Too low? Way too low.
You switch to the winged staff, unleashing an energy burst. A pulse of concentrated force that slams into the nearest soldier and sends him stumbling. The AP gain is solid, but it doesn't solve your real problem. You're at 32 AP now. More than enough. But the soldiers are clustering, shields overlapping, no exposed backs anywhere. Silma steps in front of you, her rapier blazing. She parries one soldier's blade, then another, but there are too many. A third soldier catches her shoulder, and she cries out. A mage's spell arcs toward you both.
And then Mont is there. He crashes through the tree line like a force of nature, his sword already mid-swing. He cuts down two soldiers in a single sweeping arc, then positions himself between you and the mages, his shield raised. The dark energy slams into him, and he doesn't flinch. "I told you we should have stuck together," he shouts, half furious, half terrified. "Are you all right? Can you stand?"
You manage a weak nod. Silma pulls you to your feet, her grip surprisingly strong.
"Together," Mont commands. "On my mark." The three of you move as a unit. Mont tanks, drawing the enemy's attention with his shield and steady strikes. And that's when you see it. Silma's lightning arcs between two soldiers, making them flinch and turn. Just for a moment, one of them exposes his back. There.
You move. Shadowcast still clinging to you, you slip around the chaos of the fight and drive your dagger home. The critical bonus triggers. The soldier crumples. Backstab. Critical.
A P-1656. Silma grins at you, fierce and bright. "Nice shot."
The three of you continue. Mont tanking. Silma supporting with lightning-imbued thrusts. And you using the winged staff's energy burst to build AP, then slipping into position for backstabs when the openings come. It's not clean. It's not pretty. But it works.
XP gained, 1,200.
Bonus, survived nightmare.
Level up, level 11 to level 13. Mag 101, Dex 96, Luke 80.
New ability learned, Arrow, mid-range single-target wind spell. You feel it settle into your mind, the shape of the spell, the way the wind answers when you call it. Arrow. Not the most powerful magic in the world, but ranged. Something you desperately needed. Asterisk. 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 Silma is breathing hard, but she doesn't look broken like before. She looks alive. She has the kind of hazel eyes that make people lean in, trying to decide if it was more green or brown, and she had often used that hesitation to read them right back.
Her expression is bright, fierce, and when she turns to you, there's no trace of the imposter syndrome from the first run.
"You absolute idiot," she says, her voice cracking. But there's warmth underneath the frustration. "You could have died. Why would you take on that many alone?" She helps you steady yourself. Then her expression softens. "But thank you. Both of you." She looks at Mont, then back at you. "I've spent so long feeling like I didn't deserve to stand alongside the others. Like I was just pretending. But today, when I saw you two fighting for me, really fighting, risking everything, I realized something." She smiles. A real smile, not the weak, doubtful one from before. "I'm not alone. I'm part of something. A team. A family, almost. And that means I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be here. To do my part." Mont beams. "That's the spirit, Silma." She laughs, then reaches for her hip. She draws the crimson rapier, her trustmaster reward, the elegant weapon she built herself, and holds it out to you. "Here. You've earned this."
You stare at the blade. It's beautiful. It's powerful. And you're level 13.
"I can't equip that yet," you admit. "I'm too low level." Silma blinks, then laughs. A real, genuine laugh. "Too low level? After all that?" She shakes her head, still smiling. "Fine. What can you equip?" Your focus drifts to the other blade at her hip. The wave blade. It's straight, almost perfectly straight, and looks like it was carved from a single piece of pale blue crystal. No ornamentation, no flourish. Just clean, geometric lines and that distinctive gleam, like light reflecting off still water. "That one," you say.
Silma follows your gaze. She doesn't hesitate. She sheathes the crimson rapier, draws the wave blade, and presses it into your hands. Up close, you can see the faint crystalline structure within, like ice frozen in perfect alignment. Take it. You've more than earned it. She grins. And when you're high enough level for the rapier, come find me. I'll make you another one. Wave blade acquired.
Just one more?